Hey, what's going on, guys? It's SAHSGaming, and today I'm bringing you episode 3 of seasons 2012-13. Up to this point, I'm off to a 1-4-1 start. It's been a pretty rough start. My team's been really slow out of the gate, but I'm hoping that that'll change quickly, very quickly. But I don't really want to talk about the gameplay. You guys can watch. You guys can look and see what's going on. But what I do want to talk about is keeping track of your players' stats. If you've played enough HUT, you and your neighbor knows that the HUT stat keeper is awful. Uh, it misses games, and then you start to wonder, well, how many games have I actually played with these guys, and how many wins and how many losses do my goalies actually have? What's their save percentage? All of that. It messes up all the time. So keeping track of your stats, it really takes no time. It takes 3 or 4 minutes to set it up, write all your players' names down. If you've got a smartphone, put it in on the notes app that you have, or get like an Excel spreadsheet on your phone, and it takes no time to set it up. And after each game, it takes like a minute or two to put in all the stats that you want to keep track of. But keep track of everything. Don't just keep track of the points, because points can only say so much. Maybe you have a player like Derek Roy, who he's on your first line, and you expect a ton out of him. And through 5 games, he has 5 points, but 4 of those points have come from 1 game. That is not something that I look for in a first-line player. I don't look for them to be streaky. I want them to be consistent. I want to be able to depend on them every single game to net a goal, to set up a goal. That's what I'm looking for out of my first line. I'm not looking for a guy who can break out in a game that I won 10-0 anyways and score 4 goals and pick up an assist. That's not what I'm looking for. So, if you keep track of your stats, you begin to notice that, okay, this player, he's not helping me. He's not helping me. He's not. But he is. He's been tremendous. So, I keep him and I sell these players. And I replace them with players that I need and that I know I need to replace him with. For instance, Rick Nash has been a rock, an absolute rock. These numbers are completely made up. I have no clue if they're true, but they probably are pretty close. 6 games, let's say he has 4 goals, 2 assists, so he's a point-a-game player. That's great. But he also has 10 hits. He has no penalty minutes. He has 2 power play goals and 1 power play assist. That's huge. That's absolutely massive. Those are the type of stats that I'm looking for out of a first-line player, because now you know that not only is he scoring, he's setting up goals, he's laying the body, but he's not taking penalty minutes. He's helping you out on the power play tremendously. Those are the type of stats that you look for out of a first-line player. You don't look for a player, again, these numbers are completely made up, but like let's say Jamie Benn, for instance. 6 games, a goal and an assist. Well, right off the bat, wow, he's definitely not scoring how a first-line player should be scoring. And then on top of it, he only has 2 hits. And then on top of that, he has 6 penalty minutes. So he's putting my team shorthanded quite a bit. He's not laying the body whatsoever, and when looking at Jamie Benn's Star of the Week card, you expect him to be hitting quite a bit. And he's not scoring or setting up goals. That's not okay. He's got to go. But then you look at your third-line player, Mike Camilleri. 5 games, 5 goals. I don't care how those come. I don't care if that's a goal a game or if that's he had 2 games where he scored 3 and then he scored 2. I don't care if that's how that goes with a third-line player. But the fact that he's outscoring your first-line player is a joke. The fact that he's staying out of the box more is a joke. The fact that he, as a sniper, a relatively small sniper, is out hitting your Jamie Benn, now you know. Jamie Benn's got to go. So if you keep track of your stats, you will now know who needs to stay and who needs to go. You will eventually come to a team that is awesome, that can help you win games more times than not. Of course, you're not going to be invincible. No team is. I don't care how good your team is. I don't care how many packs you open. No team is invincible. If you get that through your head, if you look at it from an 82-game standpoint and you keep track of your stats, you will be better off. I guarantee it. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.